am.
5-star for life.
Shout out Black Boy.
5-star.
And it's the first Wednesday of the month. You know, we got Matt back with us.
Staying up past my bedtime for y'all. What's happening?
Fucking
That's
grandpa.
dedication.
Talking about a bedtime.
Shit. Talk to me when you 43, homeboy.
Hey, that's why I said you grandpa. Hey, look at I'm seeing LeBron the same age
More
as
like
you. That man,
more like
the
Unc,
best
bro.
man on the
Just
court.
maybe Unc, bro. I'm the Unc that gives you a little weed on the side.
Hey,
Some
I'm glad that
really
you,
cool grandpas do that too. Let's be real.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
glad that you brought weed up because I actually have a quick question. We're gonna get this out the way right now. I've been seeing a lot of discourse about the letter J in certain words being silent, and people were comparing it to marijuana. They're saying that the J in marijuana is silent, and I want to know what you guys think about that because I disagree. No, it's not.
I mean, it's actually an H. Like there's a couple spellings. There's also
Yep.
it's also been substituted as an H. It's marijuana.
I think that's the
But
original spelling. It was with an H. I don't know.
man, I just call it reefer, chiba, ganja. You call it whatever you want, man. That's like tomato to me.
If the if the J is silent, the cops won't find it. So
Yeah, but do we
no
think
one
that it
laughed
is?
at that seriously. If the J is silent, the all right,
I mean,
fuck
The
you.
cops
I
won't
know
find
you're
it.
going for it.
Yep.
At least a little exhale out of your noses would have been nice there. Something.
I'm sorry, guys.
I got fucking crickets for that.
Sorry, let
I-
you fall flat on that one. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
all good. It's all good.
I was
We'll go get
locked
you
in
another
so
one.
I was locked in still trying to pronounce the shit in my head. And I'm wondering, do y'all think that it's silent or not?
No.
Nah, I think
No.
the J is very
Marijuana.
much live in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana.
Okay.
Mary Jane.
Okay.
It's like saying the J in Juan is silent. Like
I was gonna say the same thing. I was going to say
Mhm.
the exact same thing. So essentially, the four of us are the only smart people on the planet.
amen.
I don't know if you guys
Internet
heard
is
also,
stupid.
but they've actually rescheduled cannabis, I don't know if they're talking about it, but it's going to be moved from a Schedule 3 or Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3. So they're basically going to open the door for more medicinal use, which I think is ultimately a good thing. I'm a big cannabis promoter and
Yeah.
long time. I'm not only the president, I'm also a client. Like it's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Helps a
I
lot of
think-
people, I think.
I think the biggest thing too is people sitting behind bars for weed is to me is bullshit. Like
Yeah, just let them out of jail.
yeah, for a
People should
non-violent
be,
offender
and people in
who
any
was
state in the United States,
smoking
you shouldn't
weed.
be a criminal to smoke a joint either. Like people should be allowed to, take this stuff around from state to state. I shouldn't feel like I'm a criminal if I drive an hour south and go to Indiana, and now all of a sudden I can be a felon
because you have
just
your
like
weed
that.
in your duffel bag.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have the same, and you cross this imaginary line, and all of a sudden you're in a whole different ball game, and that's just not fair to Americans. We need to come to a consensus on this and legalize it all federally, recreationally. You should be able to go anywhere in America and buy a joint, just like you can a freaking cigarette.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, they're changing the cigarette
Period.
laws, aren't they? Oh no, it
Well,
was
I don't know.
It's
Cigarettes,
Britain. I think it was Britain. Britain just changed the cigarette laws. Like
cigarettes are terrible.
basically,
They're way worse
which
than
means we should probably do the
than
same.
reefer.
yeah. Matt, I got a big bone to pick with you before we get any further. I've been waiting weeks for this.
What did I
Weeks for
do?
this.
Did somebody
So,
say weed? Sorry,
A month
Dusty.
ago, we what up, Dusty? A week ago, or excuse me, not a week, a month ago, we had a conversation. I'm sure you guys all remember about gas prices. And basically, you got on me because I had shared that I had a conversation with my dad about the fact that I don't really check the price of it because I just need the shit and it's not really much cheaper. And then you doubled down on it, and I said if two of the smartest old people I know are telling me the same thing, maybe I needed to pay attention. And so I told you a month ago, I said I will pay attention to the gas prices and I will report back to you. And if I can save some money, right?
Yeah.
So this is
Another
this is my
$5 a gallon.
this is my reporting back to you, Matt. I have found between the city and the suburbs no cheaper gas, but I have been aware every time they raise the fucking price, and all it's resulted in is not saving money with me
It's
just
you
being
getting
pissed
mad.
the fuck off. Yes.
Bro,
Yes.
don't be mad at me. Be mad at Trump. Be mad at the
I
president
saw
for
that bitch
taking
go
us
from
to war.
I saw that bitch go from 425 to 444 to 489, Matt, and I'm mad as fuck because I didn't know the specific number before. I just knew the
You
bitch
never
was
paid
expensive than a
attention.
motherfucker, but I didn't
Now
know the
that
specific number.
$10, that $10 don't get you very far. That's gonna get you to Chipotle and back.
Bro, that you know how much it fucking costs for me to fucking go to work? It's crazy.
I know, dog. Hey, imagine truck drivers paying $6 a gallon for diesel fuel right now.
Mm.
You know, if you're a
Yeah.
farmer, you're driving
Yeah.
a tractor, paying $6 a gallon for diesel
They gonna
fuel
do
right
it.
now. Even somebody just going out and trying to have some fun, and you got a boat that runs on diesel, you know, or if you're a fisherman and you got a boat that runs on diesel, you know, people can't afford it.
That is the
You
thing
know,
I've saw
it's
about like fishermen, yeah, like both here and in other countries, is the fact that they cannot afford to go fishing anymore.
yeah.
They had to pick up like
So
other jobs.
I ordered some the Trump I did that stickers, the ones that people were putting up that said Biden had Biden saying I did that like
You're
4
putting
years
those
ago.
up. Yeah.
They say, yeah, I put them up on the gas pumps every time I get gas.
Hey,
Hey,
You know, people need to realize that this is singularly his doing. Like, make
absolutely.
no mistake about it. And we weren't attacked.
I mean,
We weren't threatened. You know, this was completely unnecessary, and it's caused a ton of suffering to Americans to no avail. So I'm not
yeah.
going to rant about the Iran war again for the whole episode, but man,
All I
could.
want to say, and not necessarily piggybacking on what Matt says, but Spencer, we should really change the name of this podcast to Spencer's Receipts, because you recruit Matt, you recruit Toph, you recruit me. You're like, hey, come hang out with me, have fun on this fun podcast, come do this thing with me. And we get up here, we talk some shit about gas prices, about Matherin, about KD, and then we get to come back here a month later, and you remember everything we said. You remember everything we said, and you just want to call us back out on the thing we said.
I know.
You
Always
pulled
want
the
to come
shit
for
up
us
like
over
it
it.
happened yesterday. I barely remembered that conversation.
Okay, look,
Hey, all due
Hey,
respect to you,
but don't
you
you
are running a
go
hell
to
of a
Costco?
show.
You can't tell me Costco isn't cheaper than everywhere else. Costco
It is.
even now is
you know how
No,
much
that was
you know how much it
40%,
cost me to get to Costco?
way worse
40
though.
cents.
It got way
You know how
worse.
much it
Yeah.
cost me to get to Costco, Matt?
I don't know, dog. Everybody in
Not a-
America is 20 minutes from a Costco.
I'm not saying you're not right. I just think you can't help but let yourself hear it, Spencer.
Okay, Kyle, can I defend myself real quick? Can I tell my story?
Yeah.
Most of the time, you're 100% right. This specifically started because Matt called me out, and he told me to do my homework. I said I'll do my homework. I'll come back and report. And what I'm reporting is I've saved no money, and I've got pissed off every day I get gas.
I was just getting angry. Hey,
Yeah.
but now you're at least paying attention, my brother. You're awakened.
All right, new segment. You heard it here first. Spencer's Receipts. Double dosage receipts.
That's a good title.
All right.
Spencer's got a lot of bitterness.
Toph's got to keep for we're going to get into in just a second. But before we do,
yeah.
we talked about gas and marijuana. We talked about gas in the cars. Let's talk about one more thing where gas is kicked in. Spirit Airlines officially no more. Woo! And I want to get
Hey, I
all
remember
of you
us having a conversation a month ago about Spirit nightmares.
Yes,
a couple
and that's
months ago.
exactly what I was going to say is I want to get all of you guys' opinions on this. But before I do, I just want to say I have two thoughts. On a logical level, I understand that when there is less competition, the prices are going to go up. And there's going to be the same amount of demand for people to fly, and there's going to be less supply, so they can raise those prices. I understand that logically. Emotionally, I've never been happier to see somebody fucking catch a L. Get the fuck out of here. I hate Spirit Airlines, one of my least favorite companies. All they do is
they're terrible business.
All they do is fuck you, and I am happy
They've been
to
through
see these
2
motherfuckers
bankruptcies. They've been through 2 bankruptcies in the last 12 months. I mean,
Yep.
how do you emerge from a bankruptcy and then go to another bankruptcy in 6 months? Like they were trying to seek a $250 million bailout from the United States government. And the government said, why would we pour good money into your failing business? And they told them no, which I think was the right decision. So good
All
riddance, Spirit Airlines.
all they do is fucking cause terrible customer service events. They fucking stranded me in fucking Vegas for 3 fucking days. They hoed me out
Yeah,
of
man.
They hold me out of my vouchers for the food, the hotels. They didn't reimburse me my money. I hate Spirit Airlines. And I'm literally like that picture, that meme of like the guy all dressed up, like at his what is it, your biggest hater's funeral? That's me. That's me with Spirit Airlines.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
I saw even Delta this week is going to stop serving the little snacks, so they won't even give you a fucking Coke and a bag of chips on a flight less than 250 or 350 miles anymore.
Come on,
So it's like,
bro.
hey, they're getting tight, but that's the serious pressure that they're also
How?
under with the increase in the price of jet fuel.
The fuel,
Ah.
the fuel
Them
costs. Yeah.
jet fuel costs have just skyrocketed as well. That's
And
not, I
it's
mean, that's Spirit Airlines cited that as the number one reason that they were shutting down operations, that they
and,
just couldn't continue.
and even though the prices are gonna go up for the flights, would you like to see them go up even more so you can keep your snacks?
No,
No,
Right.
but
I'll bring
yeah.
my own fucking
Now all
snacks.
I'm thinking about is, dude,
But
we didn't even book our
it's
flights
not
for the
even just
fucking
about like
honeymoon yet.
it's
Fuck.
not about the snack. It's about like the experience. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me.
Uh,
I want the Biscoff cookie. I don't know,
yeah.
but you
I
better
want
book
my
that flight.
pretzels. I want my pretzels. I don't know. The biggest losers in all of this are the Spirit Airlines workers, the on
Yeah,
the line people, and I mean, a lot of them can
I
probably
think a
use their
lot of them will
experience
be
to
absorbed.
go and be
Yeah,
like,
by
I'm gonna go to
other
Southwest. I'm gonna
airlines.
go, yeah.
You're
They'll
talking
probably
about
find
you're
Oh,
talking
they'll
about
be
better
fine.
jobs.
the staff that only comes second to Waffle
I'm
House
ta-
employees
I'm
for
talking
fighting
about
customers.
I'm talking about I'm not talking
That
about the
staff.
stewardesses. I'm not talking about the on flight. I'm talking about the people who check me in, the same as the people who check me in from Delta, that
Yeah,
are
those are
usually
the assholes.
when I'm going Spirit, usually they're pretty nice to me. I don't know. I don't know. The
I wonder
workers,
why.
like before I board, they're nice. They're nice. Once I'm on the plane, they're fucking assholes. But before I get on, they're usually pretty nice to me.
The last time that I flew a Spirit flight, they cheered and celebrated when we landed like we weren't supposed to make it. I
The
am
Spirit
so happy that
Airlines
they're
did
gone.
cause me. They are the reason I have to take a Dramamine every time I fly now. Is because of Spirit Airlines. Like one
rickety ass
specific
planes,
flight.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toph, have
Hey,
you ever flown
Good
a Spirit
riddance.
flight?
Nah, I only fly Allegiant.
All right.
Okay. All right, pinky up.
Bougie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all might as well step up to that Delta level. Just come on to the good side.
Delta is
I-
queen.
It's worth
You
the
said
little
Queen?
extra money.
It's bro, it's not bro, there's a thing though, right? This is how I
I'm
want to
telling
fly
you,
Spirit.
you got to
This is
get the
how I wanna-
Amex, bro. Just get the Amex. You get the points. You get the miles. You get the bonus miles. That's how they rope you in, though. But I mean, I just
One
booked a flight to Saint. I just booked a flight to Saint Martin. Me and my fiance were going, and it was like $1,000 for both of us. But
hey,
it's
wait,
because I
time
had
out.
it's
Did you say
because I had a
fiance?
companion certificate. I did.
We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that off camera.
Yeah, well, for
Congratulations.
sure. Thank you, bro.
Hey, pop the confetti.
Yeah.
Good shit,
Yeah.
dude.
For sure.
But yeah,
But
okay. Hold on a second, Matt.
$1,000.
One day it's gonna be nice to be 40 years old and fucking white. This motherfucker, we're all talking about how expensive gas is. This motherfucker said buy an Amex. Oh, by the way, I just booked a flight out of the country. I'm happy you doing well.
No, we're going
dog.
in July. Yeah, no, for sure. You'll get there, Spence. Just
He can
keep
change his
hey,
name to Motion
you
Matt.
just
Motion
don't know,
Matt.
bro.
Motion Matt.
I'm like Nipsey Hussle, man. I've been grinding all my life, bro. That's what
Oh,
it is. I've been
hey.
working fucking 25 years, bro. 30 years, man.
Toph, I
So
think that's gonna stick, dog. Motion Matt. That's it.
That's got a good ring
That's-
to it. Motion
That's
Matt.
the one.
Uh-huh.
Motion Matt. I'm so mad right now. This motherfucker, we're trying to
Yeah,
get
I'm-
motion for 2
I'm
months.
crawling in my skin. haven't been trying that
When
hard.
you make
I've
that
been,
statement, hey,
I've
you
been just
gotta move,
asking
you gotta move the
questions
board a
and
little
listening
bit.
to shit
I
on
bet
Spotify.
I bet Matt know who the Isley brothers are.
Oh, of course.
No, yeah,
I'm
Matt's
about to crash up.
Matt's got way more motion
Between
than
the
me. That's the
sheets.
whole point of the campaign is to try to get me motion. Of course, he's motion back. He didn't even have to ask the
Hey,
question.
He said,
Obviously,
I know where
yeah,
I
he's
stand.
way more black than me. There was no
y'all
question.
talking
That.
about
Listen
Thames
to
and
half
talking
an
about
hour
music
of
with
the
Kyle was
episode.
hilarious.
We were talking
what?
about what? I'm sorry, I was crashing
When
out.
y'all
said
talking about
Thames.
music with Kyle and
Oh
talking
yeah,
about Thames and all the people that they were
yeah.
like just shouting out.
I don't know nothing, dude. I grew up in a white
Yeah.
Christian family. I was listening to freaking Chris Tomlin. Like,
I'm gonna start sending you
Dang.
music, bro. It's all right. We'll hook you
exactly.
up.
Nah, yeah, thank you.
He
I appreciate
said,
it.
get me right, get me right.
I'm a fallen soldier, man. I'm trying.
Okay, Toph, you gotta keep 4, cut 4.
I do.
So for everyone who is listening, this is Matt's first time. He didn't know what this was before we did the pre-show meeting. So yeah, this is gonna be fun to see.
We're gonna learn
Yeah.
today.
What you got, Toph?
This is a complete Toph original. I cooked this up myself here.
Okay.
This is keep 4, cut 4 rookie QB seasons. All right.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna start it off with a guy that's still active right now, K1 Kyler Murray.
That was the D Hop year, right?
No, D Hop was not there his rookie year.
No.
No?
This
That
is
was cut.
he
Cut him.
barely missed the playoffs his rookie year. He did have a promising rookie season though. Was a good runner.
I would cut him.
I do want to cut him, even though it's just off his rookie year, and there's not a lot of good rookie quarterback seasons though. That's something
I
to
just
think
know
about.
Toph's got like CJ Stroud up his sleeve somewhere. I'm
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going.
but we got to keep 4 and we got to cut 4. I just don't want to be too stupid. But yeah, I do think throwing Kyler Murray in there, that's either setting the median or that's him saying like, y'all better cut this dude because I'm about to give y'all some heat. That's what as a guy who's built a couple keep 4 cut 4s myself. That's where
I'm with
I
you
would
guys.
go with it.
I'm down to cut.
All right, I'll
cutting
cut.
Kyler. K1
cut.
out of there. Next up, Big Ben.
Oh, his rookie year. See, now he's trying
Matt-
to test my knowledge.
Matt, how was his rookie year, Doug? How was
Big Ben.
You look at you got Matt for this one.
It was
He
good.
was
It was.
YouTube.
He had a good year. He had a good year. I don't know how great
What
it
year
was
was his
statistically.
What year was his Super Bowl? His first Super Bowl year?
I think it was 05.
I think it was his second year, wasn't it, Toph? Was it?
It
Yeah,
was
'cause
either
they played
2 or
in
3.
Detroit.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, so
it's-
it was either 2 or 3. It
I
was
believe he
early
came in
on.
What was his-
03, so I think it's Super Bowl
03 or
was like 2 more
04?
years after. Yeah, so very, very shortly after.
Oh, so he had already.
I'm gonna cut him too. I just
Really?
feel like dude, you got more on deck. He
I'm
probably got
straight
like Dan
deferring.
Marino. He probably got John
He
Elway
probably
and shit
had
in
some
there.
amazing stats. I'm thinking he had some really good stats as a rookie. I want to
I'm
keep,
deferring.
so I'll leave it up to Spence.
I'm deferring.
So
This means-
you have
Hey,
one.
no
I
way,
literally just said I want to keep. He wants to cut. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna trust Matt.
You're the tiebreaker.
All right,
I'm gonna trust
that's
Matt. Matt said
crazy.
cut him.
I love you.
So
He's
Big Ben, he's
older.
cut.
I'm
Remember-
No, I
watching-
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
okay. Next up, we got the sheriff, Peyton Manning.
Cut
Cut. Yeah,
through the most
rookie
interceptions.
year
This
was
is
not
what I
very
was
good.
afraid of, boys. Kyler, we should have kept Kyler. We really should have kept Kyler.
That's all right.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
All right, so the sheriff, he's out of there.
Yep. We've cut
Yeah.
3 so far. We
Caught
have
him.
no keeps.
Next up, you
3
have
for
Carson
3.
Palmer.
Keep.
Yeah, that's a keep.
He was torching people with the Bengals.
All right, Carson Palmer, he's kept. Okay. This guy's inactive, but man, controversial. Cam Newton.
Keep. As a
Yeah, I think he had a good rookie year. I think he had a good running, plenty of running touchdowns.
His earliest parts of his career were his best. He was like the light on his team. Well, yeah, because he got who the hell did he get?
Steve
kicked
Smith
off
was
his
still
team?
on his team at
Yep.
this time.
He got
All right,
somebody. He got a
we'll keep
quarterback
Cam.
to leave because he was drafted there. I'm keeping Cam.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have Patrick Mahomes.
So what I want to know is,
cut.
I was going to.
He didn't even play his rookie season.
Wait. That's what I was going to ask. Are we counting this as redshirt, or are we counting this as true rookie?
True rookie.
Yeah, we cut.
Oh.
We cut. That's
We
our last
cut.
cut. So we're
Alright.
keeping the.
that
He did
was a
this
trick
to us on
question there.
purpose, boys.
He
I
did.
fucking told you. Oh no!
It's
I was gonna
devious.
see if it was gonna fall
He
into
did
the
this
trap.
to us on purpose, boys.
It's
Next up, we
devious.
Go
got
ahead.
Robert Griffin III.
Oh,
Okay.
Keith.
Okay,
Keith.
that's a key.
Keith.
Okay, all right.
Lastly, you have If Man himself,
Justin
Justin
Herbert.
Herbert.
We should have kept Kyler, right?
So
I
who
thought
do we
Justin
keep?
Herbert
You
had
know
a pretty
what?
good rookie year.
To me, I didn't have him in it. It was interchangeable. I kept Big Ben. Only reason why, because he went 13-0. He won Rookie of the Year, and he led his team to the AFC Championship game against the Patriots. All in
Man,
his
that's
rookie
the only
year.
reason why, and then just listen.
Well, hold on. Let me get the stats as well, too.
No, I'm saying
Stats is-
only reason why.
That's
Those are
an
all great
amazing
reasons.
rookie.
No, that's an amazing
Yeah,
stat. For a rookie back then in his division with the prime Ravens,
Anyway,
everybody
For a
else,
non-rookie, you
Peyton
said
Manning.
13-0.
13-0 was crazy back then for a rookie. So stats wise, like I said, he could interchange. It was him or Kyler Murray. That was where I was on the fence. But because I know what he did in that, me personally, I put Big Ben over Kyler Murray. But like I said, honestly, you could go with either one in there. It was him and Kyler. You guys pretty much got it right in there. I tried to trick you up with the Patrick Mahomes one in the Carson Palmer. So Carson Palmer stats 2,900 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 18 picks. And he went
Ooh,
6
Pretty
and 7.
mediocre.
18,
Yes.
18.
Kyler Murray,
he started so strong. That's
Yeah,
why I think
5
my
and
memory
11.
came.
he had 3,700 total yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 books, and he did win Rookie of the Year. So I'd say you got it. You could go Kyler Murray or Big Ben, but the season Big Ben had as a rookie, I gave him the nod over it. But I'm not mad at Kyler Murray. So you guys did it. I thought. Patrick
What
Mahomes
was
got
Big Ben's
presented
stats
a little bit.
again?
Where I got him at
What was-
2,600 yards, 18
and
touchdowns, 11 picks. He did win Rookie of the Year back
Oh,
then.
18.
Granted, you
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
throwing the ball over the yard back then as well, too, especially
That's
on the
true.
Steelers with Jerome Bettis.
When he was
Solid
handing
dude.
the ball, he was handing the ball to the bus.
And the steel curtain was still a steel curtain back then.
I don't even know if
Yeah,
Spencer
so
knows who
that's-
the bus was.
No, probably not. Oh my!
I've
You ain't never heard of the
him,
bus, bro?
No, I've heard
Oh,
of Jerome
tough.
Bettis, but
Yeah, we
Okay,
might have to
he
go
heard
give
of
He
him
got
some
his
bus
name.
highlights.
I've
at least
heard
he
of
got
him. I
that.
just
All right.
I didn't
He was a
watch
beast
him.
at Notre Dame too.
Mm-hmm. Problem.
I've never shied
Straight
away
out
from
of
the fact
Detroit,
that I
too.
did not watch stuff
Yep.
like as
Now,
early
I
as you
will
guys.
say, you better be glad Matt was on in college because they knew the Peyton Manning one. He had good numbers, but those 28 picks is dreadful.
He threw a lot of picks.
And he got second in Rookie of
Yeah.
the Year because Randy Moss won it that year. Well, you guys could. I was hoping you guys
Yeah, I
would
think
get
that was pretty
caught up by
good.
the Patrick Mahomes one. That was a trick question I tried to throw in there.
Nah,
He did only play
not
one
falling
game,
for that.
which was, he was 1-0.
He was
54
one.
yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Alex Smith
Yeah.
was 10 and
Yeah.
5, coaching his ass the whole time.
All right, you guys got it. That's all I have
All right.
for you for that segment.
Is your other segment football or basketball related?
Football.
Let's do that while we're on football.
Okay, this one was a fire starter over the past couple of days. Anybody see the what's the guy? The old Cardinals head coach?
Bruce Arians,
No, hell no, not Bruce Arians. The most recent one. Was it Gannon or something like that?
Rich Gannon. No,
Oh, the Cardinals.
Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon.
There we go, Jonathan Gannon.
Rich Gannon.
Now on the Packers, he had a lot to say about Jordan Love. He said that he was a top tier. And then on good old Speakeasy, one of my favorite podcasts, Emmanuel Ancho said Jordan Love is elite and a top 5 talent. Not quarterback, but a top 5 talent. And I want you guys' opinion on that statement of a top 5 talent in the league today.
This is like one of the most true based or bullshit topics our podcast has ever seen.
Can I take point on
Because
this?
I'm not even gonna
Please
say
do.
either answer is wrong. I will let you take point. I just want to say this is the epitome of based or bullshit. Go ahead.
I agree. I agree with you. And as the resident Packers fan here, I'm going to say that is pure bullshit. We're talking about just talent. There are
just
5
talent.
guys more talented than Jordan Love. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow.
Oh, we didn't say Matthew Stafford. He was the first, one of the
I'm
first people I
surprised he
thought
threw
instantly.
Justin Herbert in there.
Yeah, I was.
He
Talent.
threw the
You said
if man
talent.
in there.
You said talent.
I know,
He
I
did,
know.
it's funny he
Actually,
said Herbert
and
because that was the one that he was comparing him to. He said
and
Herbert and Jordan Love are like the same
Mm.
person.
no, I don't think so. I will say you could make the argument to take Burrow out and put someone else in. But I think that we could find another guy that it's not off the top of my head, but I think we could find another guy more talented. Uh, just Jordan Love can move. He can move around. He can make great throws. He can throw across his body. He's top 10 talent for sure, but top 5, absolutely not.
Honestly,
Tyler, you got something to say?
I do hear you. I want to say your person I think you're thinking of is Caleb Williams, and I think
Yep.
I think
Yep.
yeah,
There it is.
Caleb is
There it
crazy.
is.
Caleb has the talent. He would be the 5th person I would put in that list. I would put Jordan Love right in that honorable mention though, because he has all of those same intangibles minus like a little bit of lateral speed, I'd say. Like outside of that and like his vision on top of it, and then like he sat behind AR-12. He's obviously not afraid to throw the deep ball. That's just a Packers quarterback like given. Like I think that's written in their contract. Just throw it up to whoever's in single high coverage. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Top 5 is tough. I think top 7 easy in talent. But
Hey, it's like on paper.
I don't necessarily want to say it's bullshit because he's close. You know what I mean? So
No,
that's
it's
why I'm like,
bullshit.
it's like ultimately on the fringe of being like, yeah, that could be the most base take after this next season when Jordan Love goes for 4,600 yards. We could all be sitting here eating our freaking
But
fists.
we're not talking about who's better. We're talking about talent.
I know.
Because if on paper, Justin Herbert is significantly more talented than Jordan Love. But
I don't know if I could go significant.
I can, but to reference fucking
can't.
Cat
I'm a
Williams when he
Herbert
was
fan.
on went to talk about Cat Williams when he was on Club Shay Shay, he said, but then we got to get to the line and we got to play the games. And let's see then, boy. And
Right.
in
Okay.
a game for my life,
Okay.
and in a game,
And neither
in a
one of
game
them
for
have
my
done any
life,
better.
I'm taking Jordan Love every single time.
What does Justin Herbert do significantly more that Jordan Love can't do?
I think that his arm is stronger.
But how much though? Because you're saying significant, so you're talking about like he's got a noodle arm. When you say significant, that's a huge.
I think
what you
I
just
think
said.
I think you're talking
He's
about
just
talent.
thinking of that
You're
San
talking
Francisco.
You're talking about talent. I think that Justin Herbert's arm is stronger. I think Love is more accurate. But we're talking about talent versus skill.
I mean, I just don't even need to
You're
know
just
if he's
saying
a top
stronger.
5
That's it, though.
QB.
But you
But
just
when you
said
talk about
significant.
talent, like when you talk about talent, you're considering people like Miles Garrett, Jamar Chase, um, you know what I
Just a
mean, Patrick
quarterback.
Surtain. I mean, you're talking about talent, right? Like of
But just
all
a quarterback,
players,
though. Just a
just
quarterback.
No,
quarterbacks.
yeah, I'm just talking about quarterback talent in the league
I mean,
today, right now.
I think he's like Kyle said, top 7. I mean, he's close.
That's what
He's
I'm
not far
saying.
from it. I
Yeah.
don't think he's like bottom 3rd. He's top 10.
That's
I
exactly
don't know
what
if
I
he'd be
said.
top 5.
Top 10,
Where
top
you at,
10
Toph?
without a doubt.
Yeah, I can't put him in the top 5. Like I said, in terms of pure arm talent, or not, sorry, let me not say arm talent, just talent in general. The Burrow one, I think Burrow has more of an it factor. I'm not saying he's not talented in it, but when you look at Burrow does not have a rocket arm like Baker Mayfield does, and people like that, which is totally fine. You don't got a rocket arm to be a good quarterback in there, but he's got that. When it comes down to crunch time, when you got to make a play,
Burrow's
that's that it
also
factor.
like
That's not necessarily
Burrow's
talent.
a Burrow's elite at like the game analysis, in-game
Yeah.
analysis, pre-snap analysis. Bro, I know you watched him just torch people at LSU. Like him throwing to Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson was unstoppable. And then he had the
Mhm.
young Moss as the tight end. So I mean, Burrow
Thaddeus
like
Moss.
is elite. You know what I mean at that type of processing of the game, and I think that's such a becoming, people are realizing how important that is for the quarterback,
But that's more of that skill level too. Like Tom Brady was
And you
never
can't say
winning, like,
Jordan Love. You can't say Jordan Love like processes the game as well as Joe Burrow.
No.
right.
Like you
Burrow's
not even
a better
close.
quarterback.
So does
Burrow's a
anybody
better
have him in the
quarterback.
top 5?
Burrow?
No. Like Jordan Love is just a top 5 talent.
No.
No.
And I agree with Kyle
Okay.
that it wasn't that the person I was looking for was definitely Caleb Williams. Talent.
Okay, I just want to make sure
Talent.
nobody has him, in the top, because I think maybe outside of last year, I think it'd be pretty close. But he's probably still in that 6-7 range. But the throws that Caleb had towards the end of the year, especially the one in the playoff, was absolutely insane.
Hey, I think
Yeah.
Caleb is
20
set to
yards
have
off the back foot.
Caleb is
Like,
set
not
to
many
have a
people can do
breakout
that.
year. I hate saying that, but that man is going to be torching the NFL next year.
You don't think
Like,
the
just
last year was a
watch.
breakout year?
I
Yeah, I think this year's going to be even better.
Last year was
This is going to be his.
last
This
year
is
was
going
him
to be
I
his
think
saying,
last
first.
year was what we expected. This year is
This
like,
is
okay,
going to be his first year
Yes.
with the same offensive coordinator since fucking high school.
Yep.
Like
Bars.
this, is going to be a huge year for him because
and it's
he's
the
had
best,
so many different
it's the
coaches and
best offensive
coordinators.
line in the fucking league.
And to add on
Yeah, I
to
don't know
that,
about that.
usually you have a
Whatever,
sophomore
bro, I'm over
slump.
exaggerating.
His sophomore season was way better than his rookie season.
No, I think he's set to have a really good year.
Why am I wearing orange? Jesus Christ.
Um,
He's up
All
for
right.
grabs in Dynasty too. If you guys want him, he can have
I
him.
already got rid of him.
My whole team's up
team
for
don't know.
grabs.
You already got rid of J Love?
No, I'll talk about
Or
Caleb.
Caleb?
Yeah, I gave him
to your boy over
the
here,
Dose.
happily took him.
Oh, you guys
Which I
have
was
another
like, man, this is
Dynasty
gonna
league?
hurt, but
Mhm.
Yep, I've
Another
got
keeper
2.
league.
Spencer cheats on all his hoes.
How many fantasy football leagues are you in now, Spencer?
too many.
Every
4,
year.
I think 4.
That's it? I thought you were going to say
It used to be
14.
It used to be like 6.
How many of them
4
are
is a lot
dynasty?
happier. 2.
See, 2 dynasties is a lot.
Yeah, he had to
It's
leave.
miserable
He had to
odds.
leave my league out of like a conflict of like time. It was like he didn't even
I know,
have
it's-
time to deal with my league.
Dude, they all start to
it
blend
was a
together,
free
man. When you
league, and
when you
he's
got to
like, I just
set
can't
more
do
than
it.
4 or 5 lineups, it's like, what the fuck am
I'm
I
still
looking
trying to
at?
figure
Who
out
is this one?
who's on what team.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Gets confusing.
Yeah, I run max of 3. That's where I cut it.
Yeah, that's kind of how many I do these days too.
Our dynasties are nice because it's like when you get to a level that I try to get to, you don't really have to pay that much attention to it. You just kind of build that shit, let that kind of marinate, and just focus on the other ones.
Yeah.
So, last NFL topic before we move on. I don't know if you guys saw this, and if you didn't, I feel like you should. So there's a man who said that Young Wei Koo saved his life after a missed kick against the New England Patriots had him laughing so hard he went into a seizure, which sent him to the hospital where they found a tumor in his brain.
Damn.
I would assume that kick was probably the one where he.
I remember that kick. Yeah, where he kicked the dirt.
Just completely.
Yes.
I did all due disrespect for him on that one. I remember that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And it saved that guy's life.
That's insane.
Hey man, everything happens for a reason.
It's crazy that you were so bad that you were good. You were good to him.
He wasn't
all
gonna
right.
play.
Did y'all see? And we don't have to do this for too long, but we have to absolutely talk about this. Did y'all see Jalyen Brown's Twitch? Have you heard about it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give some bullet points, and then Toph, I want your opinion on this first. Basically, the day after they got eliminated by blowing a 3-1 lead, Jalyen Brown in the middle of a game 7, that was airing on TV, went on Twitch, and showed highlights of himself, showed clips of Embiid flopping, said that the league had an agenda against him, and we're calling unfair fouls on him, said that Embiid's flopping has ruined the league, said that this was his favorite season of his professional career. Keep in mind, they won a championship 2 years ago, and he was the Eastern Conference and the Finals MVP. And he said that this year, where Jason Tatum spent the majority of it hurt, and Jaylen Brown was the primary number one, he said this was his favorite season of his career. Toph, what did you think when you heard this?
Well, this is kind of like, to me, that classic, not even think before you're saying, think before you act at this point, to go directly after that, go on live, air your grievances out, sometimes, I get it as an athlete, you put everything into it, and he did absolutely cook this year. And, I'm going to do some all due respect to myself. I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember about the time last year, let's say Jalen Williams be better than Jaylen Brown.
Oh, I don't. I'm glad you remember that. I forgot. That was
I'm
too
gonna throw my
crazy
own
to
in
enter
front
my
of the bus
brain.
right there. Yeah, after what he did this year, I surely got to hold that all due disrespect to myself right there, because he absolutely cooked this year. And
I think he just honestly kind of put a negative like ending to a great season for himself.
yeah,
If he would have just kept his mouth shut and just took the L, like sometimes you can't win them all, man. Like
hmm
and let your coach and let your front office fight those battles about flopping at the league meetings with the refs. You know what I mean? That ain't your place, man. Just go to fucking Cabo, go to get on a plane
Cancun.
to the Caribbean. Take your wife with you, and go take some time off, Jalen. Like but I get it. That's how competitive these guys are, and it's a lot of ego talking when he says stuff like this is my favorite season. Like that's clearly like it's just detrimental to the team for him to make comments like that. You know what I mean? Because now here we are, four yahoos talking about it. The whole sports world's been talking about it all week, really.
Yeah.
So I just think it's just detrimental to the team to make comments like that. And
At
I
the
don't know
same
if
time, who doesn't want to be number one though? Like,
I get that. I was just gonna say I wouldn't be shocked to see him request a trade in the next couple of years or request out of Boston. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, especially the way with the messaging behind. There's a lot in his statement. There's a lot in what he did. Like he knows, it's a bit out of the ordinary for a player to come out like this after the day after a playoff loss to say something like that publicly and to call out the refs, call out he calls out the refs all the time. He's pretty antagonistic towards the NBA, and you can't think that they're very happy about that. So but it's also I think it's good that he's holding the league accountable, and flopping is still a problem. You see it all the time. Uh, so I think they're trying to get the calls right. I think that they call flops now, and that it is a foul now, and they don't call it very often, but I've seen it happen. I didn't see any I haven't really seen any in the playoffs either. But
SGA last night.
oh yeah, did they call him for one?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant people flopping. You're talking about the calls.
Yeah,
My bad. My bad.
yeah. I
oh yeah,
haven't seen them
no,
call a flop. Yeah,
no,
people are still
those
doing
don't
it,
happen. No, those
but
don't
I haven't
happen.
seen them call it.
No,
So
James
they
Harden
need to
got
start calling it.
a mad one last night.
Look, man, I think that was one of the most bitch made moves I've
Oh
ever seen.
come
And
on.
no, fuck no. Listen to this. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all just took one of the most embarrassing losses in NBA history.
Yeah, it was
And
a major
less than
choke.
20 and less than
Yeah,
24 hours later, you subject your fans to going out even sadder like this. If losing 3-1 wasn't sad enough, you went and had a pity party on Twitch in the middle of a game 7. And that's what your fans get to look forward to. Oh fuck, this is my fucking franchise player acting like a bitch. That is
No,
terrible. Yes, listen, and hold
no,
on.
bro,
Listen.
no.
Listen, yes,
I
look,
so disagree with this.
Embiid,
Go ahead.
Embiid could fucking flop every fucking play. You niggas had a 3-1 lead. Win one. You want to be the guy so fucking bad. Jason Tatum is hurt. Go win game 7. But no, you don't. You
And didn't
lose an embarrassing.
Embiid missed other games in that series too.
Yes,
Like Embiid, I
yes.
think didn't he miss game 5 or game 6 too?
You lose in embarrassing
So
fashion, and you want to come out and try to make it all seem like the league rigged it against you, that you couldn't
and
win
then
one game out of 4.
in game 7, when Tatum's hurt, you got no shot. You couldn't
That's
get
what.
it done.
That's what. And you want to be the guy, and you want to be the guy
Right.
so much to the point that you would say. And we talked last week about optics as it pertains to players and podcasts, right? We had a big long conversation about that. This is one of the worst optic looks ever for 2 reasons.
I agree.
First of all, you blamed a conspiracy and flopping on your inability to close. That's 2. 3, for everyone who tries to pit you and Jason Tatum against each other, you then came out and said, this was my favorite season of my professional career after you won a chip. And everyone's going to say, well, this looks like you're saying because you didn't have to play with Jason Tatum and you get to be the guy. It's
Right.
a horrible, horrible look. And I think what Matt alluded to it, other talking heads have alluded to it. You had a season where everyone thought it was chalk to begin with. You achieved more than you were supposed to, and you went out in embarrassing fashion. And what everyone's going to remember from this, and we're still talking about, no one's talking about Atlanta right now. People are not talking about the Magic right now. We're still talking about the Celtics because you drew this target on you guys' backs by doing this. It's like Jaylen Brown just wakes up sometimes and just goes, how can I be a dickhead today? And that's what this was. What did you hope to accomplish from this? Do you think that you convinced people that you were robbed? Or do you think that you just pissed a lot of people off? Because all you did was just give your fans a more sour taste. I don't think that
Well, you never
accomplished
saw,
anything.
you would never see LeBron do something like that. You would never see Michael Jordan do something like that. Like it's just whiny. It really is
At
what
least
it
KD
is.
would have done it from a burner.
Yeah.
Facts,
Yeah.
bro.
Like,
Oh boy, here we go.
That's a whole nother topic, bro.
I think if LeBron was coming up in this age and he had the ability to make a Twitch, LeBron would have had a Twitch 10 years ago. Like he would have had a
LeBron
Twitch
has
in
a
2016.
podcast right now.
I understand, but LeBron is 40 now when he's doing that. If LeBron was Jaylen Brown's age and he was LeBron or he was like one of the top stars in the league, he would have been getting on his platform, getting up there and talking about how the game went because he had the right to. And so many people would have been talking shit about him for it, and you would have been praising your king. So
No,
to me,
I wouldn't have.
I don't know.
I wouldn't.
All right.
When have I ever?
But I think he wouldn't have done
respected
something like that.
behavior?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I think that this has been going on for so long, and to like I agree that it sucks that he did it. The only thing I disagree with you on is that this is one of the most egregious things, or whatever you said. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, all those guys, the second they were eliminated, all they did was go to the media and talk shit about the other one. It builds stories. The guy is helping the NBA. He's building the brand. Like,
If
yeah,
the NBA
for
thought
his
that, they
team,
wouldn't have fined him
that
$50,000 for doing that. If the NBA thought that he was helping build the brand, they wouldn't have fined him $50,000.
Yeah, that's where you're wrong.
Yeah, I think
But
the NBA probably looks at
they
it as
don't-
problematic. I don't think they
Uh,
like when players like
I mean,
call
look
out
what he
the
did the
refs
whole all
publicly.
season between Team USA. He got mad about that. Just like how like his attitude, how he's
He
really
got left
smart
off the
person.
team, and they brought
Yeah.
they had Derek White
Yeah.
on the team, but not him.
Yeah. You ever
Which was
notice that no
bullshit.
one fucking wants him anywhere? Because he's a dickhead. He has the behavior of a fucking diva wide receiver. This is worse than AJ Brown. This is Stephon Diggs level shit.
I don't know. It's probably equal to AJ Brown.
No, AJ Brown said, "Hey, don't hey, if you
Don't
got
draft me in fantasy.
Yeah, in fantasy
like,
football.
Yeah,
what,
AJ
like,
Brown
what
is
kind of
way
shit is that?
worse.
This is Stephon Diggs. This is Stephon Diggs fucking losing games or winning games and being upset about his targets. That's that level. This is diva
right.
wide receiver behavior from your cornerstone fucking franchise guy.
That's unfortunate, man.
And like you said, they fucking didn't take him to fucking Team USA. You know why? Because everyone thinks he's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah. All right. All due disrespect, Jaylen Brown. Spencer got his out the way early.
All right, we're gonna flip the order of stuff up a little bit. Kyle's got a extended questions of the week. We want to make sure we give that enough time, so we're gonna do that before we do all due disrespect.
All right. So I more so wanted to extend these are more open-ended questions. The theme of this week is plagiarism. I am strictly pulling from other podcasts that do some of the similar things that we've done, but I'm going to give them a big shout out because we are big fans of them. We've worked with a couple of them. Yeah, I want to give them their flowers and show them that they are so much better at building questions than me. And that's gonna definitely show in these answers. First up on the list, this was actually posted by 97.1 The Ticket, Detroit's local sports radio, but I found it on a stitch from Chiseled Adonis, a YouTuber I've been following since he did NFL recaps in like 2016. And the question was, would you rather earn $10 per push-up forever for the rest of your life or get $1 million today?
Oh, $10 per push-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Easy answer,
I
right?
gotta think about that one.
But you could die tomorrow. What happens if you die tomorrow and you do 100 push-ups today and you leave your family 1,000?
Then I wouldn't be able to
life
enjoy
insurance.
the, I wouldn't,
If
I
I
wouldn't be
life
able to
insurance,
enjoy the $1 million
die.
anyway. Like,
But
I
what
have
if you
life
what if you
insurance.
take the mill and what if you take the mill and you invest that mill into something like or
and
you
I die
put it in
tomorrow.
a-
There's no return. There's no more money.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No,
I
I'm
don't know.
with you guys. I'm going with the push-ups.
Do you realize-
Chiseled Adonis made a very good point about like yeah, you could do all these push-ups for like 10 weeks, 12 weeks, and then you're driving home from the gym and you get hit by a car and yeah, you're cooked. It's all over. You earn
you could do that with the
$10,000.
million though too.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But at least you got the mill out the gate. At least you got the earn your
Bro,
money.
I could do 100 push-ups a day. That's $1,000 a day, man.
Like you could
$1,000 a
literally
day over 30 days. That's 3,000.
right, but you
over
could
12
No, it's
months.
30,000. It's
30,000.
30,000 a
Sorry,
month.
sorry.
That's
You're right, you're right.
360,000 a year. You make 1,800,000 in
Every
what?
3 years.
1,080,000 in 3 years.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
Can I? I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna.
And that's
interject
only
real
doing
quick.
100 a day. You do 200 a day, you double it. Do 300 a day.
absolutely.
I mean,
Spencer, you doing 100 a
and
day?
you'd be fucking swole, bro. You'd be fucking jacked.
Spencer, you doing 100 a day?
I want to real quick complete aside from what we're talking about, just to real quick say, if we ever thought that the NBA might have been scripted, I will say this is the most convincing argument that I've ever had. We all saw, right? The first game of Timberwolves versus Spurs was very close. We also know that
Spurs are blowing them out.
Draymond Green hates Rudy Gobert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are the Spurs blowing out the Timberwolves and Draymond Green is on Inside the NBA doing the halftime show?
So you can clown them.
So we can
Could've
clown
seen
Rudy
that.
Gobert. How is that? How does that work out like that?
Actually, that was on my bingo card in 2026. Let me cross that off.
All right, I'm sorry. Back to your question, Kyle.
you
Yeah,
good.
you could literally quit your job and just stay home.
Just do
and
push-ups.
just, bro. And to Matt's point, you would
You
wind
can
up
stream
being a
yourself
healthier-
doing that.
You would wind up being a healthier person. But literally, you could just watch a movie or watch a TV show every time there's a commercial. Push-ups. In between episodes, push-ups.
True.
You could pay your rent in the first week and just fuck off money the rest of the month.
All right, secondary question. What's stopping us from doing that right now? No, I'm kidding.
Getting paid? Getting paid for it?
Well, you
Yeah,
get
right?
paid.
Nobody's
You get
gonna-
paid in a
someone
longer
give me that
life.
deal.
Nobody wants to give me $10 a push-up.
Nobody wants to get paid in a longer life or a healthier lifestyle. That's fine. Next question is from a friend of the podcast, the Not That Serious podcast. When did you first spend the night at a friend's house and realize we ain't the same?
I've actually never had that happen.
Yeah.
Really?
Never. Yeah.
All right.
I never had any of those experiences. Like,
Can you give me
the
like a little more
stereotypical-
context? Like,
All right,
Well,
so
yeah,
I'll
what's your
give you
story
guys
behind that,
my
Kyle?
examples because I have multiple apparently, and I thought this would instantly be a hit, and I would be able to just sit here and laugh at you guys, but apparently I got to carry all the weight. So
The Kyle files.
I was kind of this kid in a way. Like my parents, we went to church. So if a kid spent the night at my house on Saturday, you're waking up at 7:30. You're going with me to 8:30 service, and then you're helping me teach Sunday school class at like 9:30 until like 10:15, and then we're going home. And then you can have breakfast with my family, which they'll pay for us at a diner or whatever. But like that was like our whole thing is like all my friends were like, oh, we got to go to church. I ain't even gonna stay the night. Like, so that was like they were like they realized I wasn't the same. And then I would go stay the night at my friends' houses.
So maybe
and
that's you
we
realizing
wouldn't-
you were different.
100%. This is all. That's all this is. And then I would go to my friends' houses, and this is on a Saturday even, and we're not being pulled out of bed by 9 o'clock just to get up to do chores or to go outside and do landscaping. Like we get to sleep in until 11:30. Mom's waking us up with chocolate chip pancakes. And I'm the only friend over. Like, it's not even like it's a birthday party or anything. Like, it's just like, yeah, the kid decided to have a sleepover. So mom decided to cook a good breakfast. I got like a half a waffle, slap some peanut butter on it, and like get out the door. Like, yeah, we were go mode, dude. My family was on cocaine.
I don't know. I ran the streets a lot, like when I was a kid, man. So like I saw a lot of shit that was way different than what I saw at home. So but I didn't really look at it as different. Or that I was different or they were different. I just kind of realized it was just life, and people have different standards and different cultures and different different habits and things that they do. And some parents give a shit about their kids, some don't. You know what I mean? I think that's also what it comes down to. And
I wasn't
I
shouting
do
slurs at
remember.
him either, like you sleeper inner. Like I wasn't getting crazy. Yeah, acting like I'm like, yeah, like everybody's the same, man. Whether you sleep until 11 or you go to church at 8, we all love
I
you.
remember I had a good friend. His name was Ted. We had a lot of kind of sleepovers when we were younger, and his family was from Australia, and they used to eat Vegemite. Have y'all ever had Vegemite?
Oh yeah,
Heard of it.
yeah.
It's the weirdest
It
fucking
sucks.
thing ever, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Don't ever
Australians
try
fucking
it.
love it. Yeah.
And no disrespect to Australians. I appreciate that y'all enjoy it, but I thought for my taste buds, it was like, what is this? Don't ever try to feed me this again, please.
I feel like
And they were cool though.
I feel like we can absolutely disrespect other cultures' fucking foods depending on what it is. Motherfucking British
If it's
people eating
really bad,
beans for breakfast.
ain't nothing wrong with beans, bro.
For breakfast,
If you go down to Costa Rica, bro, they'll feed you beans and rice for breakfast that are amazing. Put some little Lozano hot sauce on it.
Have you seen what British people eat?
I mean, they eat bangers and mash, and that's why white
baked beans on toast for breakfast is kind of fucking ridiculous, though.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
I think the only white thing white Europeans can kind of claim is like the hamburger. Like that's about it.
Do you realize how bad this country would be if we had lost the Revolutionary War and had never had slaves? Our food would be horrific.
Oh yeah, for sure. If it was it would just be British food.
It would be fucking horrific.
That's not me saying slavery was good either.
Fish and chips. I like fish and chips. I'll say that.
Yeah. I mean,
I do love me some fish and chips. Yeah.
Fish and
fries.
fries.
Go down to the pub. Go down to the pub and get some fish and chips.
Unseasoned cod and fries. You guys did good. God damn it. He's right though. It is one of our best dishes.
There's beer in that batter.
And when have you ever seen a fucking line outside of Long John Silver's?
Hey, I used to work at Long John Silver's. Don't be coming for Long John.
Yeah, you used to live in Michigan, bro. Don't act like that ain't real. You
Ultimate
just gotta
fish
be
sandwich.
in the right area.
We had a Long John Silver's down the street from our job. I ain't never seen a car there.
That's because you lived in College Town, bro.
Look, all I'm saying is there's a theory about how fucking mattress places are all fucking fronts. I feel the same way about Long John Silver's. I ain't never seen a fucking customer in line.
If you go in there on coupon day at like 5 p.m., bro, it's slamming. It's the blue hair special is what it is. The old people still go there.
And it's week-old fish.
They get the hush puppies, which are just like deep fried dough. There's like that. It's just like a ball
Oh,
of
hush
dough, just
puppies
deep
are
fried.
good.
Just like
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. That's some white. And Kyle's I was
Yeah, I
like
was
some.
about,
That's some
yeah.
white people shit.
I was about to say that's
Hush
some
puppies? That's just
WTF.
Southern, isn't it?
I don't know, bro. I don't like hush
I
puppies. It's
don't
just
know.
fried dough. Like I
Yeah, I
don't
feel like
want
niggas
just
fuck with
deep
hush
fried
puppies.
dough.
All right.
Oh,
Hey,
fuck all that noise.
We ain't trying to hush you on that, puppy.
Damn.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't have a real answer to that. I feel like my experiences at my friends' houses were never like crazy. We just go over, spend the night, play video games all night, go to sleep at an ungodly hour, go home the next day.
Yep.
All right, y'all had
Yeah.
it right. Y'all had some good friends. Next up, also from Not That Serious. What's a harmless thing your parents did that still haunts you?
My parents actually had they would joke about it, but they were very like our house was cluttered and every flat surface would just be covered in shit. It would be like letters and like, books and just, fucking plates and just stuff would just be everywhere. And they would joke about it and call it a hide it all. And it was
I
just
hide it
completely
all.
harmless. But now I'm just very anal about just stuff having its place and things
Uh-huh.
like that because like you said, it was harmless. It didn't really hurt me, but it
No
just made
hide
me
at
anal
all.
about
Yeah.
yes, things being neat and organized and clean. Thanks, mom.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
would
man.
say shit, go to church because I feel like as I've gotten older and I started questioning religion, I have crazy cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about this and I'm evaluating things, but I also have this deep rooted emotional connection too that makes it hard to think about too. You know what I mean?
That's a very good
So
point. Like, I know why you guys asked me to do this and like got me into this, but like I also have my own thoughts, and I'm not trying to be a part of this like hamster on the wheel type thing, yeah, I guess that's something that leads right into mine is, um, yeah, breaking off of. I mean, yeah, I grew up very sheltered, and I love you, mom and dad, but like very early on, like shit was, I mean, I couldn't watch PG-13 movies, certain PG-13 movies until I was 15 because they had to see them first and shit. Like just
yeah.
a lack of trust in me as a growing person, but yeah. So like that shit still sticks with me. Obviously, I still get mad at Spencer now because my mom and dad wouldn't let me have an actual argument with them. So then I'd lash out at my podcast mate.
I'm with you on that, dog. You just brought up PTSD. I remember turning 13 and being like, I'm a teenager now. I can watch whatever I want. And they were like, no, you can't.
Like, no, we gotta watch it
So
first.
you
And I'm
thought-
like, no, don't watch Margot Robbie have sex with Leonardo DiCaprio, please.
My mom used to
man.
Definitely should
if
not
there
have been
was a-
watching The Wolf of Wall
if-
Street.
if there was like a sex scene on TV, my mom would jump in front of the TV and just fucking
Bros.
Like you're making it more awkward, mom.
My
Thank
mom
you.
covered
Yeah.
my eyes in front of the first Iron Man movie in the theaters.
Toph, what about you? Your parents scar you?
No, never.
Never.
The only thing I can say that scarred me was them eating them potato chips and hot sauce. After what I had to do, that was about the worst.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I had a pretty normal childhood, nothing crazy, didn't have issues, like I said earlier, having like a crazy come to friends, like, damn, we could live a whole different world. Smooth sailing over here.
I feel like for the most part, I feel like my parents did a pretty good job. I used to get fucking spanked as a kid, and I feel like that shit really is an important thing that our society needs to return to. It's a lot of people out here running around who've never been put in their place before. That shit starts at home.
All these YNs.
Yep. Hey, if there were some people at home spanking these kids, we'd have a lot less YNs running around. I'll tell you that.
100%.
That's true.
Niggas don't know how to regulate their emotions. Never had to just have your parents just be wrong and yelling at you, and you just had to shut the fuck up. Like,
Got to deal with
Every
it.
time we went out somewhere, we have to say, all right, Act like you got some home training.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
Like I said, I already knew.
Nah, that's real. All right, last one. Age-old debate of the You Should Know podcast is. This is probably going to be a quick one amongst the boys here, but do the different Fruit Loop colors have specific flavors?
So
Yes,
I watched that video of them testing
100%.
It seems like it was a scientifically proven fact.
That it is?
They do.
It's,
Yeah,
Okay.
they're different.
they
Because
tested
I
The
was
yellow is
totally-
definitely lemon.
I was totally
yellow is
with
lemon.
Cam on this. That Cam, who was calling Peyton crazy. For context to anybody who doesn't know, Cam was calling Peyton crazy because Peyton said that every different color of Fruit Loop has a slightly different flavor. And I mean, I've been scooping those Fruit Loops in such big scoops for so long, you couldn't tell the difference. You know what
They
I
all
mean?
blended together.
Everything just started, when you get that.
I think
when
all
you
the
get-
Fruity Pebbles have the different flavor too.
I've heard that as well. That is for another episode there, Matt. You're getting it. No, I'm kidding. I didn't work that far.
But I think it's the same flavors. There's the red and the yellow and the blue and the green.
It's the strawberry and the
Oh, well.
lemon or whatever. Like,
Right.
what are the flavors though? Did they break it
I
down?
know.
You know what's crazy
No.
is you know that Gatorade has the
It's
new
fruit.
they've got like the mixed
Fruit.
flavors, like where they
Mhm.
combine two of them.
Love that.
I tried one the other day that was it was fruit punch mixed with glacier, the blue one, right?
Blue and red one, right?
Yeah.
So I tried that. Tell me why the fuck I tasted purple. Like I tasted
Same.
the color purple.
Yeah.
Same.
I want that
the
purple drink.
mashups.
Yes.
And you almost like
tasted the
taste
color
green with
purple.
the yellow and orange, bro. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Gatorade has officially got us out here tasting colors.
They're up there with Fruit Loops.
That's how you know you're on some high shit.
I have a question for you guys. This
Alright.
is it's not like a sit down and think of a question, but I've always had this question about like relationships, and I'm curious what you guys think about it. So I've got some friends that are, were kind of feeling each other for a while, and they got together, but they were just exclusive, but not officially dating. And to me, I've heard this 1,000 times from other people, and this shit makes no sense to me. I'm wondering how you guys feel about it. If you are not officially have the tag of boyfriend and girlfriend, but you would get mad if you found out the other one was talking to somebody else, what is the fucking difference?
Well, I think there's clearly just something going on that's, those two don't see that potential in each other or something, or one of them doesn't.
No, I think they're working
Like-
toward it.
Yeah.
But if you're at an exclusive point, how is it different from just being boyfriend and girlfriend?
I mean, I don't think it is, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they just haven't like put the label on it yet.
I think that making the caveat to say we're exclusive versus we're being boyfriend and girlfriend is honestly somebody in the relationship wants to have an excuse. That's where I'm at. If you say we're exclusive,
Somebody
but we're
wants an
not-
out.
Exactly. But we're not going to commit to each other fully. One person in that relationship probably has a foot out the door already. Because, like,
Yeah.
otherwise, like, to me, like, I don't know. I was single for like 8 months before I met Miranda. And then I met Miranda. We dated for like 2.5 weeks. I told all my friends when my friends set me up on the blind date to meet her, I'm not going to date anybody for a long time. Like, seriously, I'm just going to play the field. I'm going to do. I met her and I just knew like I was done playing the field. I wanted 2 weeks in. I asked her and she said yes. And, like you either fucking know or you don't, and either you're too dumb to know or you got a foot out the door. Like, those are your only two options.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. To me, this shit makes no sense. It's like, look, if we are gonna date, let's date. Otherwise, you got no claim.
Right. 100%.
I was just curious. if
Kick that
anybody here
at
had a
the
different opinion
curb.
on that.
Does anybody want to see me chug a Capri Sun before we get off?
Another one?
Yeah, I got one more in the pack, dude.
All right, so the world record is 8 seconds. Let's see what you get to this time. This is attempt number 3.
Punctured.
Yep.
3.
I got this.
Yep. I know you did.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, bro.
Slow.
Dude, that's way more than 8 seconds.
You're back to your original
okay,
time.
I got some drip.
13:48.
I feel like there's a delay going on. That didn't go that
this
long.
is just like your original one.
I started slow. I sucked slow to start. Pause.
All right, I'll do disrespect. Kyle, you go first.
Oh, I do? All right. That's awesome.
All right.
Let me get a
Matt,
sugar
you go
over
first.
Hey, man, I got a good one. You actually brought him up earlier, and I read a whole article about just how toxic this guy was to his team this season. And mine is Kevin Durant. His burner accounts.
This is
What? Did I just
Shout out to
steal yours?
King. No, he's just my favorite NBA player ever. It's all
This
good.
is such a sore topic for Kyle, and I keep bashing over the head with it.
And you know, I think he's like, as far as like talent wise and just career wise, he's been an amazing player. But
Talk about
the
top 5 talents.
childishness and just the lack of professionalism and the lack of respect to his teammates that's been on display with this guy is really, really just unsettling to me. I don't I don't know why someone would want to go tarnish your legacy like that. And if you want to say something, say it with your chest. Say it like a man. Like if you and say it in your locker room. What's preventing you from having meetings with your teammates and voicing these things to them personally? Like just the passive aggressiveness behind what he did is just it's baffling to me. And the use of social media and creating a fake account is like so devious and it's like a scorned girlfriend. Like that's like stalker stuff. Like, what are you doing, KD? Like, stop it, bro. Just play basketball, have a good couple of rest of the years of your career and be a man. Stop with the childish games and Twitter stuff, because I'm not here for it. I don't like it.
There's no shot I could claim CTE on KD, right?
No.
Because he's wild.
No, he's tripping, bro.
I'm not. No, I have nothing. I am all gassed out.
We've completely beat the life out of Kyle.
We completed it off air, unfortunately. Honestly, I wish we would have recorded it, but Spencer and I had to talk off air about this whole topic, and I mean,
the guy was like literally trashing his teammates by name, like with
I
tweets.
Can't stand him at the same time now. I'm done.
Like,
I'm done with KD. Like,
they
I
weren't
love
aware
him.
of his teammates weren't aware of his status when he was injured in the playoffs. They hadn't heard from him, didn't know how his rehab was going.
Doesn't show up to a fucking game. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's really kind of got off the rails.
He's just tarnished his legacy every step. Literally from the
second
I started defending him, he doubled down. Like, I could not be in a worse position right now, because he has like doubled and tripled down on his legacy and trying to make it worse. Sorry.
The issue is that Jalyen Brown is just a dickhead. He's just a diva. He's a Stephon Diggs. Kevin Durant is Kanye. He is so incredibly talented, and that nigga is just completely fucking off the rails on his mind.
What's sad is he's always going to have that knock. KD is always going to have that knock that you couldn't get it done without Steph? Clay and Steph.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
he's always going to have that knock on him. He's there. He got close with the Thunder. He got close with. I think that's it. Really, I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think he has not sniffed any success since he left Golden State. Like, so it's just kind of funny to see.
This is the happiest day of my life.
I know it is. I was
I'm
about
just
to
spitting facts, Kyle. I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was about to make
I
another
used to
joke
love
out of his
I
expense.
used to
but I'm
love
not gonna
playing with
do it.
him on NBA Live.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's still amazing on 2K.
NBA
Don't worry.
2K. Yeah.
He's still good
When
on that.
yeah. When
Uh,
him and Westbrook were on the Thunder on NBA Live, I was a dog.
yeah.
Those were some good days.
So
Yeah, man.
I'll come fully clean in a quick 30-second thing. Yeah, Spencer and I talked about this off air, but I have totally come to realize that I have fallen victim of a person who was riding on the first year of KD's first 8 years of his career and hoping that and I'm still just waiting for that one season where I can say fuck you to LeBron fans like Spencer, where I can be like, finally he got one more without anybody, but I'm just continuously getting let down, and now my hopes are gone.
Hey, and the sun is setting, dog.
lead none. Yeah. This is me also saying Spencer's been right for a year, but I'm not going to give him that gratification until I can see him in person and punch him in the face.
Sensational. You Katie got stands like that. They're ready to go to war.
Never ready to go to war. If you wear a LeBron jersey when I pull up, I swear to God, dude. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking.
You're all due disrespect, sir.
I did mine already. It was myself.
Oh yeah, for the Jaylen Williams.
You got the early all due disrespect
Yep.
out
Okay.
there.
Kyle, you got yours?
Yes, sir. My all due disrespect this week is to the great, the powerful, the spineless Joe Rogan, for becoming everything you swore you'd never be. Not only did you sit there and so I am a Shane Gillis comedy fan. Surprise, surprise. And he was on a group podcast. I mean, it shouldn't be that funny. He was on a group podcast with Joe Rogan that he's been doing for a long time with a couple other comedians. And the whole time, Joe just bombed in front of them because they're actually like critical thinking human beings on the podcast with him. And then there's Joe, who's just become a puppet to Trump and to the media and to the anti CNN. And so, all right, not only has he done everything he said he never did, where he would just stand in front of the Oval Office or stand in front of a presidential campaign and continuously uphold it. But now he's sitting here and he started his own comedy club that he has. And I've listened to Joe Rogan admittedly for 12 years on and off because he was one of the first early podcasters, and I've loved podcasts for forever. And so yeah, he was interviewing Neil deGrasse Tyson back when I thought he was interesting, and just all these different things back in the 2010s. And I was like, he's on top of the game. He's doing things that none of these guys will do. And I know that's what everybody's thinking, right? Is Joe Rogan's becoming this guy. He's the alternate media and this and that. And now you realize he's just an arm for Donald Trump. In the episode, he's sitting there defending small decisions that he's made or trying to call Trump funny when Trump's very clearly not being funny. And he's trying to do it to Shane because Shane made a living off of calling Trump funny in 2020, right? That was his bread and butter in his first special was oh yeah, Trump's a funny presidential candidate. And he highlighted a couple of the things. And Joe tried to spit that back at him. The dude's been doing comedy for 40 years. You should know how to do this at this point, how to handle a room of comedians. But you're sitting there pandering to a guy who hasn't done the Trump thing since 2021, 2022. And you're still sitting there trying to milk that. Yeah. So, his seemingly open door for comics in Austin has also taken a complete hit because everything I've heard from the couple of like, lower end comics that come up through Austin, everything I'm hearing from them in their own interviews and their own podcast is that the green room in Joe Rogan's club is the most like, it's like a militarized like backstage of like an arena, right? So you claim to be the king of, I want to be inclusivity, I want to be this and that, but you have the biggest live show, comedy show in the world, which is Kill Tony, and he's the least inclusive show in the world. And then you have your green room that you have literal ex-Navy SEALs defending the room. I get it, you're a big star, right? But you claim to be a man of the people, and you are very clearly not a man of the people. So, there's plenty of shit to talk about Joe Rogan, but this is just my latest and my onslaughted fucking word vomit of disrespect I have towards him. You're disrespecting the comedic world. You're disrespecting the political world. You're disrespecting my world. So fuck you, Joe.
Yeah, he's been a
Man,
chump, bro.
just regressed into fucking more famous Alex Jones.
Yeah.
That's about where Joe Rogan's at.
100%. 100%.
These guys, a lot of them are like the fucking Joker in the Dark Knight, where it's like, you think I have a plan? I'm like a dog chasing a car. If I actually caught the car, I wouldn't know what to do with it. They did all this work to fucking get to where they are, like to get this exact situation, and they're still not happy, and they're still just fucking having to fucking kiss ass now to fucking stay relevant because they'd sold out all of their fucking morals and shit they stood for. So now they just have this one side to keep pandering to.
Well, I think they become so focused on chasing the likes, the engagement on social media. They become consumed by it, and sometimes they're just saying things for engagement. I don't think people believe half the shit they're even saying. I think people know they're lying through their teeth. I think people know they're bullshitting people, and they don't care because they're making money. And I have too much of a conscience. Like, I can't do that.
I 100% agree. I despise Dave Portnoy, but I respect the fact that flawed human he is still authentically him. Where
True.
Joe Rogan is completely fucking lost where he fucking used to be. And one of the biggest things that fucking spurned the big shift, he got caught like a few years back by he was using the N-word, and people got like saw it, and the cancel culture hit, and people wanted to get his shit removed from Spotify and everything. And he went from the fucking middle guy to slightly leaning left to the straight dive into fucking alt-right, and it all happened right there, all because he couldn't come out and say, I was wrong, I'm sorry. That was it.
Oh yeah. I watched his apology for it, and his whole thing was, you guys didn't hear the context of which I said it. I was quoting somebody, and it's like, just bleep yourself then. You have Jamie sitting there, like he can bleep you anytime if you want to say it to your guest for authenticity.
Or just say that it aged poorly. The thing that people don't understand is that once you apologize, you're supposed to apologize because you feel contrite. You feel regret for what you did, not apologize to get acceptance. If you apologize for something and people say, I don't want your apology, and you say, well, fuck you then you don't actually feel bad for what you did. You just apologize to soothe people over, which means you didn't mean it.
No, that's very true. Are you looking for an apology?
No.
I think you owe him one, Kyle.
So I hate to do it for my all due disrespect. I hate to have to do it to this guy. My all due disrespect is to the one and only Ric Flair for one of the worst takes I've ever seen in my life. He tweeted yesterday during the Lakers game, Luka, and then he added Luka, please get in the game. Take a shot of cortisone and deal with the pain. They're paying you $50 million a year, and you're not there. WTF? I hope at Genie Bus trades you next year. Nobody wants a lame duck on their team. That is one of the worst takes I've ever seen before, and it's not just because I'm a Luka fan. It's just in general for what Luka's dealing with, a hamstring strain. If you come back and try to play through that, you can severely injure yourself. You can completely rupture your hamstring. You can get an Achilles tear. Soft tissue injuries are not something to mess with. You have to make sure that you are rehabbing that to the fullest extent that you can, or you can really injure yourself. Now, Luka, yeah, I mean, if you were, let's say you're playing in the Super Bowl, right? You have one shot to win a Super Bowl. It's one game. People might risk it for that. But to go through a whole playoff stretch against a team that you're probably going to lose to anyways, Luka's the cornerstone franchise player of their future, or of that franchise. He's their future. LeBron is on his way out very soon. Luka is the future. And with Luka, you always have a chance to win. Why on earth would you risk that to permanently damage your body for a
Well,
chance
and
at
why
a
would what
playoff
are you
run?
talking about? You hope Janie Buss trades him? Like, what are
She's
you
not even in charge
talking about,
anymore.
Ric Flair? Exactly. Like, I don't know. I think Rick has probably smoked too much weed and spilled too much liquor, and Rick's done too many drugs, bro. I don't think he knows what's going on too much anymore. And honestly, I heard some pretty fucked up shit about Ric Flair because he's really big in the Michigan cannabis industry, and I heard he was very disrespectful to some women in the industry and the women that like bud tend and things like that, and it really pissed me off. So fuck you, Ric
Really?
Flair, for that too. Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, it doesn't surprise you. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the image the guy has perpetuated for his whole career, and it's kind of the thing that he's got him to who he is. So,
Are you in a position
um,
to be able to name the specifics of what he said or no?
no,
Okay.
I don't want
That's okay.
to implicate any of my sources,
Of course.
but
Of course.
it was just inappropriate stuff. Like just basically just expecting that every woman on earth wants to sleep with him, and it really
Mm,
wasn't the case. And
mm.
it's like, man, you're like 75 years old, wrinkly balls now, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Nah, he shows the ultimate sense of entitlement in his
Yeah.
retirement, 100%.
And
That's so.
he was a great wrestler. He's a great persona
Oh
for the
yeah,
WWE, but
he's still
don't act
riding
like
off
that in
of.
real. But don't act like that in real life when you're interacting with humans, just doing their job. Like,
But then the second somebody like crosses him, he's like, "Hey man, I'm just Ric Flair. Like I'm just I'm
I
just
said,
Richard."
okay.
Like he acts like a human the second somebody presses him too.
did y'all remember that video? Was it Migos did Ric Flair drip?
Yes, I
That
was
was
just
my
thinking
Yes.
about
shit,
that.
bro.
Yeah, me too. That was
That video was a
fantastic.
banger, bro.
Yeah. I was like, damn, you can't
Ric
get any
Flair
cooler
drip
than
go
this.
woo on a bitch.
And here we are now. The fall
Well,
off.
The fall off of
Uh,
Ric Flair.
does anybody else have anything they want to add before we get off of here?
Nope.
All right.
let's go Pistons, baby.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
get
How
it
far
done.
you think the Pistons got a shot to win the East? I don't think I'll be back on until the finals. So
I
but
mean, you
you
we
have
welcome
got
to.
to
to come
get
to
If
through
the
whenever.
Pistons
Cleveland.
win this series, you have to hop back on. Please.
Okay, I
He's
will.
like, damn, I can't go to sleep.
But I
I
think
saw him
they're
calculating lost sleep in his head right
I think they got
there.
Cleveland though. I think they're in good shape. To
Yeah.
have a good chance against Cleveland. Like, I don't want to jinx it, but
I said that about
um,
Orlando before the series started, and then I couldn't watch a single game after
hey,
like game three. So
If Franz Wagner did not get hurt, there
yeah,
is
I
no
know,
way in hell we would have won that series.
I
Franz
know,
Wagner was shutting down Cade
I
Cunningham.
know.
Like,
Cade was
man, Cade was like fumbling the ball bad every
I know
game
we
with
couldn't
Franz
get an
Wagner
offensive
guarding him.
scheme going. I know it
And
was
then as soon
terrible.
as he got hurt, Cade started going the fuck off.
Yeah, Pistons. If you're looking
And
for anybody to acquire in the offseason, go get
I
Franz.
mean,
He
well,
has no
and
reason to throw this way.
it's that's how it is in the playoffs in the NBA and the NFL. Like, if a guy goes down, I mean, it makes an impact. It makes a huge difference in the NBA.
Especially a guy
You
like
know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in basketball. And Franz was really playing well for them. But I think they showed a ton of resilience, being able to come back from being down 3-1. That's really hard to do, to win three straight games, two of them on the road in the playoffs. Well, I guess there were two of them were at home, one on the road. Even winning an elimination game on the road, and Orlando showed a ton of fight. Desmond Bain played really well. Um, Boncaro, man, he had the game when he and Cade both had like 45 points. That was a monster game. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic game to watch.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I think there's going to be a good series between Cleveland and us, but I do think we have an edge. And then we've got, um, New York versus Philly, and I think New York has the edge there. So,
It's gonna be
I
a
mean,
rematch.
we're looking at a rematch. We're looking at a rematch of the Eastern Finals of the team that knocked us out
I would
in the
love
first
that.
round last
That's what I
year.
want to face.
So
That's what I
that
want to
would be
face.
an amazing opportunity
Yeah.
to send the Knicks home and like make all the Knicks fans mad again. Uh,
Absolutely.
and I think that would be a great storyline for us this year if we could make it back to the finals. And then the West is a whole different ball game, but I think it would be great to win the
I think
East.
Yeah.
you guys should be
Who
more scared of the
knows?
Knicks than you are.
Oh,
Fuck the Knicks, bro.
we are ready for the Knicks. Trust me
Yeah, I
on
think they
that.
got something for them, bro. We beat the Knicks' ass all season.
It's the
I
reason
know.
we slid as hard on Orlando as we did is because the Pistons were just waiting for the Knicks. I
They were
promise
sleeping
you.
on them.
I promise you. I promise you this team is waiting for the Knicks and they are
Yeah.
biding their time until they can get there. And my whole thing is like I hope that they can just hold their focus as long enough to get to the Knicks, because if we get to the Knicks, good night. I know Kate. Hey, he's been playing
What
good,
are
Mr.
what are
Cat.
you what are you guys predicting this series would go?
I'm not
The
gonna predict
Knicks
that. I'm
versus the
not gonna
Knicks.
predict that early. I know
How
that's
you gonna
bad
how you gonna
juju.
say we've got
That's
something for him, we're
no,
waiting for
that's
him, and then don't
bad
want to say how
I
many
juju.
would
games
That's
we
say
lost?
bad
7.
juju. I'm not doing that. You know how I am about superstitions.
But
I'm not doing that. I'm not betting on next
I'd say we
series.
win in
Hell
6 games.
I don't
Congratulations on that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
betting
that
on it.
6 or 7 is we've got something for y'all. Like I think that's we escaped the series.
I mean, I
Like
didn't say we got something for y'all, but like
Kyle
I
just
think
did.
they got a
I
shit. I
didn't.
think I
Oh
agree
my
with it.
god.
I agree with Kyle though. They definitely like are salty about how last season ended, and they're gonna come to play against New York. Like you mark my words. He's right. It'll be a fantastic series because New York's got a good team. They're not just gonna lie down. They're still a very good team. But I do think that we have the edge with Bickerstaff as the coach, and we have more depth than them. Is also a thing that I think will also help us a lot. I think depth is an underrated element in the NBA playoffs, and we can play 10 guys. The Pistons, and they do frequently play 10, 12 guys. You
Especially
got
in
Thompson
that.
out there.
Mm,
Asort
that
Thompson's one of
matchup.
my favorite players on the team for sure. I love the way that guy plays, and just so much hustle and heart. And then we've also got Tobias playing, lights out, definitely having the postseason of his career, and he deserves it. Tobias is a great dude, had a great career. And I
I
think
just
his
want
second stint with the Pistons.
I
Mhm.
just want to let you guys know, if you did not know, the Knicks, not tonight, but the last 3 games before, most points scored in 3 games in NBA history. Now they
Don't
did play the
care.
Hawks for 2 of them,
Yeah,
but
don't care. Yeah, look at who they're playing. I was just gonna say, they're playing Atlanta, bro. They're not gonna do that to the Pistons.
all right,
We play better defense.
Toph, sign us out.
You guys know how it goes. If you're rocking with us, you like our content, please comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mama, your daddy, your aunties, your papas, whatever you want to call them. If you listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, follow us at Late Entry Podcast. On that note, we out.
Peace out,
Peace.
y'all.
Peace.